All right, here we go. Paula Jai Parker.
Hello, Vlad.
Welcome to Vlad TV.
I am so honored because I get the actual you. Like, I've heard through the grapevine that you kind of do your interviews from a screen most times.
Sometimes.
So, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to sit next to me, and we do it kind of Elvis Costello style. Isn't that his name, Elvis Costello? No, that's not his name.
No.
Elvis somebody or another?
Elvis
Mitchell.
Elvis Mitchell?
Elvis Mitchell, yes.
Mm.
So Elvis Costello must be... Okay, interviewing me, guys, is like playing charades, but we will get through this. I think Elvis Costello is a musician.
Yes.
Elvis Mitchell is the interviewer who sits beside Oprah. We could even say Oprah.
Yeah,
Oprah
does
so
everything.
He's very handsome, guys. He reminds me of Arthur, for those of you who play RD, R2. He's got the rugged beard. But, he's real, sexy. Oh, oops. But, my husband doesn't care. I'm just being me. So, yeah, he reminds me of Arthur and RD, R2. So, yeah, if you let his beard grow and get the tonic.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you. Well, big fan
Oh,
for a
thank you,
very
sir.
long time.
Thank you.
Seen a ton of your movies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you've been consistently doing it for a very long time. So congratulations.
Very blessed,
Hollywood
thank
is a
you.
tough place.
Yes, that was
And-
my prayer.
Yeah.
To be, I heard Sybil Shepherd say it once. When you come to Hollywood, pray to be a consistently working actress because, fame is fleeting. It comes and goes. It's like, it's in the wind, whatever someone feels like feeling in that moment. But if you are consistent with your work, you will stay consistently working.
Yep. And you've been consistently
Oh,
working.
thank you, Jesus, yes.
Well, it's your first time here. So
Well, I wouldn't say consistently. There have been breaks and,
few. We'll talk about that.
cheerings.
we'll talk about
No
that.
regrets. I love my boo-boo. Okay.
But let's go ahead and start at the beginning. So you were born and raised in Cleveland,
Yes.
Midwest.
Ohio, yes. A Midwest girl.
What was that like?
Oh, wow. Growing up in the Midwest was really, really cool. And I would recommend it to everyone who has the opportunity. I was recently defending, we just acquired, what's that blonde hair kid for the Browns? This is Forrest. He will help me with remembering who these people are. We just acquired the blonde hair kid for the Browns. Odell Beckham. We just acquired Odell Beckham for the Browns.
Right.
And like the New York people are kind of mad. And I'm like, don't be mad because he's growing older. New York is where you learn about life, where you learn about culture. You kind of figure out who you are and where you want to be in life. And Cleveland is where you live that dream, live that reality because it's a lot slower. It's kids actually play outside. My son never goes outside. It's because nobody else is outside. We recently went back to Cleveland just to visit, and I went to my old elementary school, and there were a pack of kids on dirt bikes just kicking it. I'm from Shaker Heights, Ohio originally. Then senior year, I moved to Cleveland Heights because, I couldn't take the blatant racism, in Shaker Heights that loved me and nurtured me. But then when it really came down to it, I was not offered the same classes as other kids. Shaker Heights is like legendary. There are movies. Whoopi starred in a movie that was written about Shaker Heights, and then there's the Shaker Heights Project. You can Google it. It's the first suburb to integrate. So they did these experiments with the kids where they'd give half the kids blue bandanas and the other half of the kids red bandanas. And then some days the kids with the blue bandanas would be ostracized and the kids with the red bandanas would be praised, and then they flip it. So, by the 11th grade, it was just too much because, when you're teaching about racism, you're still experiencing it. And when you're the only little black girl in the class and Roots comes out, how do you play a game to help everyone understand how you're learning about something that was beyond your control, just like they are, yet it's stigmatizing you? So it was hard growing up in Cleveland because the Midwest is the middle ground. That's why I believe I have a good, view on what will work in the industry and what won't, because the Midwest is where elections are won. It's where, I guess the Nielsen ratings are won. So we are the middle ground. In Cleveland, I love my white boys, and they love Black Sister. And you say, "What's up, white boy?" And he's like, "What's up?" Sis. He'll say little Black Sister, but he knows better than that. But it's in your face. It's not like in California where it's very undercurrent. You won't get the job, but they'll pretend like it's for a reason other than what it really is. In Cleveland, I think we're able to, we do live separate but equal, but at the same time, we are able to, integrate and love each other for our differences. I can't sit here and pretend like I don't see a white boy when I'm looking at you, just like you can't pretend like you don't see a black woman, a white man. And, and it's okay because I love you for your differences. Just like you, I'm sure, love me, or I wouldn't be sitting here. So California is different. It's a little undercurrent that you have to grow through.